Good evening and welcome to Prime TV News. I'm Jamila Guntilaka. Let's start off with our headlines tonight first. UNP's battle on leadership tomorrow. Ranjan remanded till the 29th. New bill to protect intelligence units. Jailat Manoratna bids adieu to the nation. Kashmir avalanches and landslides leave 62 people dead. Starting off with local news first, Hindus worldwide mark the Thai Pongal festival today, which is celebrated with great devotion by Hindus all over the world. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, in his Thai Pongal message, states that he is extremely happy to join with the Sri Lankan Tamil brethren to celebrate the Thai Pongal festival that is being observed with festivities by all Tamils across the world. On the day of Thai Pongal, all the people who are engaged in the agricultural sector worship the sun to express gratitude to nature and seek blessings. The president says that he earnestly believes that through this festival, the social bond filled with the spirit of humanity will further spread between the parents and children, teachers and students, friends and relations, rulers and citizens with strength. The president says as Sri Lankan citizens, we must move forward towards prosperity based on this principle. In his Thai Pongal message, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says Sri Lanka is a nation of diverse nationalities coexisting peacefully. Each of these nationalities have their own unique cultural celebrations that add colour and vibrancy to the Sri Lankan cultural fabric. The Thai Pongal festival is one such important cultural event celebrated by the Tamil community throughout the world, the Prime Minister said. From time immemorial, the Tamil community were a people that mostly depended on an agricultural-based economy. The Prime Minister stated that the government is committed to the upkeep of the farming community and will continue to provide them with the best available opportunities and protect their rights so that Sri Lanka can prosper into a self-sufficient agricultural nation. The UNP will meet tomorrow to decide on its leadership at the Sirikota party headquarters. Various suggestions regarding the UNP leadership have been witnessed over the last few days, and factions of the party were fighting for their nominees. In such a situation that the UNP Working Committee meets tomorrow. The meeting will be chaired by the UNP leader Ranil Wickremesinghe. Opposition leaders Sajith Premadasa and UNP MPs will also participate in the gathering. However, the proposed Leadership Council has been vehemently opposed by some MPs who are willing for the leadership of the opposition leader Sajith Premadasa. Some MPs told the media that if Sajith Premadasa is not appointed as leader, a decision will be taken by them on their retention with the party. The Nugegoda Magistrates Court today ordered Ranjan Ramanayaka to be remanded until the 29th of this month after he was arrested in connection with the controversial mobile phone conversations incident. Ranjan Ramanayaka was arrested for allegedly interfering with the duties of judges. The magistrate rejected the bail application of the suspect and ordered that he be produced before the government analyst. The Colombo Crimes Division recently inspected the Madhiwala residence of MP Ranjan Ramanayaka on a warrant issued by the court and found some CDs in the house. The viral spread of the conversations recorded in these CDs on social media caused a stir in society. Various parties requested a series of institutions, including the police headquarters and the Criminal Investigations Department, to carry out investigations. At the same time, many quarters of society, including the Mahasangha, requested his arrest. Meanwhile, Attorney General Dappula Delivera advised the Colombo Crimes Division to obtain a warrant to arrest Ranjan Ramanayaka. Accordingly, the Colombo Crimes Division had taken action to arrest Ranjan Ramanayaka at his residence at Madhiwala on a warrant issued by the court. Ranjan Ramanayaka was produced before the Nugegoda magistrate Vasanta Kumara today. Except for Ranjan Ramanayaka's lawyers, no public representative was present. Deputy Solicitor General Dileepa Piris, appearing for the Colombo Crimes Division, said that the manner in which he was behaving at the time of his arrest is an insult to the judiciary. He said that by his telephone conversations, the judiciary has been intimidated and that any person who has supported it should be prosecuted according to the law. The magistrate ordered the superintendent of prisons to produce Ranjan Ramanayaka before the government analyst for a voice test. The government has decided to introduce a new bill to regulate intelligence, giving priority to national security. The cabinet spokesperson, Minister Bandula Gunawadana, stated that the cabinet approval has been granted for this purpose. Final rites of the late Dr. Jayalat Manoratne, who had been an icon of Sri Lankan arts and culture, were conducted today. Born on the 12th of June 1948, Jayalat Manoratne was the youngest of 6 children. After completing his primary education at the Dehipe Primary School, he entered the Poromadulla Central College for his secondary education. Thereafter, he entered the University of Peradeniya, which served as the threshold for his long journey in arts. There, he paved his way into theatre direction under the guidance of Edirivira Sarath Chandra. Jayalat Manoratne made his debut appearance in stage drama through Pemato Jayati Soko opera. Since then, he has made his contribution in dramatic masterpieces such as Taravo Igileti, Singhabahu, Maname, Naribana and Gurutaruwa. He was a pioneer in redefining Sri Lankan stage drama, directing more than 11 plays. In 1976, he entered the field of cinema and made lasting impressions in the minds and hearts of Sri Lankans. Handaya, Saptakanya, Punchi Suranganavi, Suryarana, Samanalatatu, Bambarawalalla, Pravega and Hoganapokuna were among the films he acted in. It is doubtful whether any other artist has ever received such love from the audience like Jayalat Manoratne. He demonstrated his prowess through around 35 teledramas, including Bodima, Dudaruo, Madolduwa, Vidurumal, Sardiyal and Kandegedara. Jayalat Manoratne had been honoured with prestigious presidential, Raigam and Sumati awards, with other numerous recognitions. He was adjudged the best actor at the Sarasavi Awards. The death of the veteran artist Jayalat Manoratne, who nurtured Sri Lankan arts for more than 50 years, leaves a void in the hearts of all Sri Lankans. May he attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. A true loss for Sri Lankan arts and culture. Still on local news tonight, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has decided to increase the daily minimum wage of plantation workers to 1,000 rupees. The government aims to improve the economy of the tea industry. In this case, people involved in the industry will be given wage hikes, and the industry itself will receive further tax concessions and fertilizer subsidies. Estate trade unions point out that with the president's decision to increase the minimum wage of estate workers to 1,000 rupees, the economy of estate workers will be sustainable and reach better living conditions. Meanwhile, the president has instructed the relevant authorities to take immediate steps to develop the estate sector infrastructure. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that steps are being taken to build a sports university complying with international standards. The Prime Minister says that the aim of the project is to establish a new sports university to bring glory to our country through sports internationally. The Prime Minister expressed these views at a ceremony to recognize the winners of the 13th South Asian Games, the highest number of medals in an international competition in the history of sports in Sri Lanka was won at the SAARC Games in Nepal. The Prime Minister presented certificates to the players and coaches who brought pride and honor to the motherland. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, addressing the gathering, noted that the athletes who contested in the recent SAARC Games underwent many difficulties due to a lack of coordination among the officials. The Premier also commended their achievement despite the adversities, and he equaled the victory of medals at the SAARC Games to several epochal events in the country's sports history. For instance, Duncan White's and Susantika Jayasingh's Olympic medals and the 1996 Cricket World Cup. The Prime Minister noted that special attention has been drawn on advancement of the country's sports sector, and the government's policy manifesto has spared provisions in this regard. The bodies of the 3 girls who were killed in an accident in Azerbaijan were brought to their homes with the mediation of the Ministry of Foreign Relations. 3 Sri Lankan students were following IT and fashion design courses at the Western Caspian University of Azerbaijan. 2 of them are 21 years old and the other victim was 23 years old. Malsha Sandeepani and her sister Taraki Amaya and Amodya Madhuhansi Jayakodi, a resident of Pahalabomiriya, Kaduela, died due to a fire which erupted in their apartment. The remains of the 3 were brought to the Katunayake airport this morning, and arrangements were made to hand over the bodies to the relatives of the families of the victims. Minister Johnston Fernandez says that if the construction work of the Central Expressway from Mirigama to Kurunegala will not be completed in due course, the relevant company will be sued. The construction work of the Central Highway was inspected by Minister Johnston Fernandez. The minister arrived at the Vadakada area in Kurunegala and inspected the construction work. He instructed the company that has been entrusted with the contract to expedite the process. The total cost of the project is 137 billion rupees. The minister further stated that the rest of the compensation will also be paid speedily to those who were inconvenienced due to the construction of the Central Expressway. The bodies of the mother, daughter and son who were drowned while bathing in the Ralmadua reservoir in Banathavilluwa were handed over to their relatives. The 19-year-old daughter drowned at the Ralmadua reservoir in Banathavilluwa, and the 17-year-old brother tried to save her, but his effort had been futile, and the 35-year-old mother had also tried to save her 2 children from drowning. Police say that all 3 students died in the incident. The Japan International Cooperation Program donated essential equipment to the Sri Lanka Transport Board worth 150 million rupees as a gesture of goodwill. The equipment donated by the JICA to the SLTB was accepted by the Minister of State Dilum Amunugama. 30 high-pressure cleaning machines, 20 high-pressure air compressors, 20 hydraulic machines and 12 generators were donated under this initiative. The SLTB chairman, Kingsley Ranawaka, was also present on this occasion. An illegal firearms factory was raided by the police and 1 suspect was arrested with a haul of weapons. The firearm factory was located in the Uswava area in Angunakola Palace. The assistant of the firearm factory was arrested in the raid. The police has seized a number of guns of different types with a cache of ammunition along with 2 kilograms of lead. Police say that the weapons manufactured here have been sold at a rate between 1,000 and 10,000 rupees. The police have embarked on operations to arrest the persons who purchased the arms and the owner of the arms factory. That's all the news we have for you tonight. Prime TV News will return tomorrow, and in the meantime, you can log on to www.itnnews.lk for more information. I'm Chamila Gundilaka signing out. Good night.